right, we are live. Thank you guys. This is the first time that I'm trying out streaming on multiple platforms, so we should be live on my YouTube channel as well as two of the Sons of Fire Facebook pages. Pretty stoked for today. From the title, you can tell I am doing the Paqui One Chip Challenge, the 2022 edition. I have done this chip already, but I have a special guest today that I've been wanting to collab with for forever. And it didn't really make sense for us to do like speed eating or capacity eating because he can eat 10, 20 times worth what I can. So it would be pathetic. So for today, we tried to find like a pretty elementary spice challenge. I'm not trying to diminish it. It is hot, but I don't think it's going to kill my friend. So you may know him. He is the #2 world ranked eater with Major League Eating. He has so many records. I can't even count. The only reason he's not #1 is because Joey is the world's best sausage swallower, and we know this. But without further ado, I'm going to bring up my friend, Geoff.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Kind of nervous.
I can imagine. Have you ever done a spice challenge, Geoff?
No, the only thing I've like eaten that's really hot is in college. My friend gave me a bottle of Dave's Insanity sauce, and we used to try to eat that.
That's a pretty hot sauce.
It was hot back then. I remember I gave it to the So that was like college. We went to had a lot of international kids, and there's a lot of people from like India in the chemistry department. So I gave it to them, and they were eating spicy stuff, and they were crying. So I knew it was pretty hot.
Yeah, that's a good one. I've done a burger challenge where they put that sauce on the burger with a bunch of other things, but yeah, definitely legitimately spicy. This will probably be the spiciest thing you've tried. The good thing about it is that the only thing we have to do today to accomplish it is to eat the chip and finish it. So that's all you have to do. I did want to ask you, do you want to do a timed afterburn afterwards, or what are you comfortable with?
Yeah, I don't care. Whatever is the official thing to do.
I think that's good for the viewers. Pretty standard is 5 minutes. We can sit there and suffer before we have a drink.
All right. Yeah, I got a gallon of chocolate milk, so.
Perfect. Yeah, I've seen Molly when she does like really hot stuff, and of course, like this would be nothing for her, but when she does multiples, she drinks cream. So chocolate milk should be good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say hi to a few people. We've got Black Widow Barbie in the house, one of my favorite mods, so please follow her rules or she will ban you. We've got Jimmy, Charlie, Rika, Josephine, J-Bob. Lazy Nate is here. He's the president of Sons of Fire. Chili Dean, Miguel. Neo Fighter, Melinda. Good to see you, Melinda. Haven't seen you in a little bit. David M is shouting out Geoff. Miguel says you said sausage swallower. I mean that's what we do. So who else is here? Mid is here. Hello.
How was the tamale contest?
It was good. You know, I was recovering from a cold, so it was my worst performance yet. My best is 21 and I only 18, but it's one of my favorite contests. I really love tamales, so.
Oh, those are so gross though.
You don't like them? Well, I'm not eating like 70 of them like you do, so.
Oh, so greasy.
Yeah, no, that would be a lot. Okay, people are saying 5 minutes is good. Can you eat more than one, Katie, please? I don't have more than one. I'm sorry, Miguel. I've been shipping a lot of these over to the UK and just Europe in general because they don't have them there. And so Amazon actually keeps like blocking me. So I just ordered the one chip. Sean says tamales are the cure for the cold and flu. Well, it is tamale season for sure. And it looks like we're live in the US chapter only. Okay, that's fine. All right, shall we open these?
Yeah. Oh, big fancy. Man, like I forget how much this thing costs, but all you get is one chip. They got a pretty good racket going.
They do. Like I said, I've been shipping these to people, and I bought 9 the other day, and I think with shipping and everything to the UK, it was like $130.
For 9 potato chips.
Yeah. All right, that's my coffin. I think my chip's broken. That's okay. I'm gonna get my timer ready.
Do you have to chew it for a certain amount of time?
You do not. You just have to get it down. But I will recommend, if you want to do your stomach a favor, chew it as small as you possibly can. It's going to be easier to digest that way.
All right.
And also because I know what you're capable of, you might want to eat some food after this too.
Yeah, I only had yogurt earlier. That was it.
Yeah, you're going to want to eat something after this for sure. Okay, so we need a 5-minute timer. Just getting that
Pretty
up.
good.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna bust out a glove because I just don't want to deal with the dust.
Awful.
Love it. Ah, I can get it on. It says Beyond Seattle eats your camera is blurry or fuzzy. Do I look fuzzy too, Geoff?
I think so. Little, maybe.
You don't look fuzzy to me.
Not that bad.
Okay.
On YouTube, it's good.
All right. Let me just quick, just in case. I'm gonna grab a cloth.
Oh, this thing really does smell bad. God. Ugh.
I wonder if it's my internet messing with us again, but let's see.
It looks clear on YouTube.
Okay. It might be some people's internet, and I know sometimes my internet is not the best, but whatever. That's what you get with live YouTube. Okay, I'm going to open my chip up. Yeah, mine's in pieces. Oh, yeah, that does not smell great. Oh, okay. I've got 3 pieces. Fun. That's it. All right. Any last words?
No, this is going to taste bad.
It will not taste great. So just get it down. Like I said, if you can bite it into the smallest pieces possible, that's your best bet.
All right. Whatever you say.
Ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh. Yeah, this tastes awful. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the spice kicks in pretty quick.
Mm-hmm. Are you done with that?
What? I swallowed it, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Let me get our timer ready.
It tastes like the same burn you get with hot sauce.
All right. We have 5 minutes of the timer. I'm sorry, I missed that. It tastes like the same burn as what?
Like the same type of burn you get with hot sauce.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're talking about really hot sauce. Wow. This one feels hotter than the last one I had.
Is that? I don't know. Is it going to get worse?
It shouldn't. I mean, it's going to climb a little bit. By the time we're done with our 5-minute afterburn, it should be okay. Whew.
Definitely got on my lips. Like my lips are burning.
Yeah, my tongue's on fire. Oh, that hit my stomach like a bomb, though. I think I'm getting more and more sensitive to spice, I have to say.
Yeah, it's definitely got a little hotter. It's definitely getting hotter as we go.
Yeah. Where would you say on a heat scale, like 0 to 10, where are you at?
So one time I took a habanero pepper, like a pickled one, and I opened it up and I filled it full of that Dave's Insanity sauce, and I ate it. That was probably hotter. I couldn't.
Wow.
I couldn't even talk.
When did you do that?
I was in college.
We call that a gusher in the chili head community. If you fill a chili pepper with tincture or hot sauce, it's called a gusher. You're ahead of your time, Geoff.
Yeah, and I was all alone when I did it. It was not fun.
No, that wouldn't be. All right, where are we at? Ooh, I'm getting really bad indigestion here. We're at 2.5 minutes, halfway there.
I don't feel anything in my stomach.
That is great. I do.
It's all like mostly on the back of my tongue and my lips.
No, I feel warmth in my stomach and my ears are ringing.
Oh wow! So this is actually pretty hot then, or?
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're a tough dude, man.
I don't think I don't want to go much hotter than this. I don't think. Like how much hotter does it get?
Quite a bit. What's the hottest thing I've ever done? The hottest thing I ever did was the League of Fire version 2 chug. That has scorpion peppers in it, and those affect me really badly.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to do a chug. I think what about like the hot? That like really bad?
Somebody said, Katie, I hope you prepped. Not very well. I mean, it's not an empty stomach. I had lunch, but it was a while ago. Somebody said that's because your stomach is a black hole, Geoff. Whew.
Yeah. I think I'll be all right tomorrow. I'll take a big glass of musil. I'll suck it all up.
There you go. All right, we got less than a minute. Oh, I got the pepper burps now.
It's starting to fade a little bit.
Yeah, the mouth burn's definitely fading for me. But you can see like my eyes are tearing up.
Yeah. Whew. I was hoping it's going
to. The Moab collab is the worst thing that Miguel's done. Yeah, you should be good for work tomorrow.
It almost burns like on my.
20 seconds.
Does your gums burn a little bit too?
Not this time. Some challenges do get up in my gums. Yeah. For me, it's mostly like the back of the tongue and the throat right now. Oh, there we go. And like that, you're done.
That was 5 minutes. That was fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
not too shabby.
I'd like to try like a hot chocolate thing, but I don't know much. Does it come much hotter than this?
There are some chocolates that are definitely comparable to this. So like Miguel was saying, the hottest thing he's done is the Moab collab. I could definitely see you doing that. The thing that gets a lot of people is it's half a pound of chocolate, which would be no problem for you. Yeah. And that is a speed eating challenge. I think Nick Weary actually has the record for that right now. So you can take that from him.
Well, I don't care about that. I just would do it for fun.
But yeah, that's a fun one. The hottest chocolate I've had is the Nemesis that has 30 Reapers in it. I
Does
wouldn't recommend that until like you've built up
it,
tolerance.
does it taste good, or does it like taste like crap?
I think it's delicious. So the first time I had it, the only reason I gave up is because I booted. That's what we call reversing in the chili head community. So I ate like 6 of the 8 squares and my stomach just decided no more. But this last time I did it where I actually succeeded, I thought it was delicious.
Yeah, maybe that's what I try next. I'll try a chocolate one.
Yeah, definitely. Well, there's is there anything you want to plug today, Geoff?
No, not really. We got a contest this weekend coming up. Hope it might be the last one of the year.
That's the pumpkin pie.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, and that reminds me, if you guys didn't see, Geoff just got a Guinness World Record. Oh, nice. Geoff got a Guinness World Record. He ate, what was it, 11 corn dogs in 3 minutes?
Yeah, they were huge corn dogs. You know what
You
they
look,
were? They were the Coney dogs, like Nathan's Coney dogs, the skinless big ones, skinless jumbo ones that they sell. That's what they made them out of.
they look giant. And that was in my hometown of Albuquerque. So super, super cool.
It's a good thing you got out of Albuquerque. It doesn't look so good now.
No, it wasn't that great when I lived there. There's a meme that goes around that like if people miss Albuquerque, they can just have a friend break into their car and steal the radio, and then it feels like being home again.
Yeah, I was there for not even like 5 minutes, and I was just talking to a random person, and they warned me not to leave anything in my car. I was just, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've had my car broken into several times. And you may have seen if you're driving around at all, but most of the homes have bars on the windows and doors. That's pretty standard.
Yeah. Well, we were on Route 66 there, so I think that might have been a little, because they definitely told us not to go. They pointed, don't go down that side of town. And I was like, all right, going to my hotel. I think that's about it.
Nice, nice. I see there's some people with stuff for you. Miguel says I need to follow Geoff. He seems cool. Late for work is saying, Geoff, can I send you a tincture to try?
I don't know. What do you think?
Um, so late for work is a friend of mine, so I trust him if you're okay with that.
I don't know about like drinking stuff. I don't know if I'd like that, like as much as like the eating. It seems like it'd be a lot harder. I seen Darren do that tincture on his too, and he was not happy.
Yeah, no. Honestly, though, I think you handle spice a bit better than Darren, to be honest. Don't tell him I said that.
I just don't like the taste of most spicy food. That's why I really don't eat it.
Oh, okay. See, and I love it, which I think is part of the reason I like tamales because there's a little bit of spice to that pork.
There is definitely a little bit of spice to that contest. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only contest that we've had where I've seen more than one professional get, what do you say, boot?
Yeah, yeah.
I see more than one professional boot at the contest, so that tells you a little bit of something about it.
Yeah, that contest makes me nervous. People really push themselves and then they lose it. I think it was my second time doing that. We had like 1 minute left and an eater booted next to me and I was just like, nope, I'm done.
So what's worse, that or spam?
No one reversed it spam. But that was a horrible challenge for me. That is the only contest I've choked during. My very first bite, I took a huge chunk of spam. It got lodged in my throat. And I turned around to my counter and I was doing like the universal sign for choking. And he just like stared at me stupidly. And finally he's like, oh, do you need the EMTs? And I was like, mm-hmm. So he just like pointed to where they were at. I walked to the other side of the stage to talk to the EMTs. They were busy chatting. So it took them a little bit. By the time they were ready to help me, they're like, do you need help? Do you need assistance? I said, mm-hmm. And then it came right back up and they're like, oh, get back in there. So I finished the contest.
Yeah. That's the important thing is when you think you're choking like that, don't panic.
Yeah. Well, I didn't panic. I mean, obviously I was calm enough to walk to the EMTs and do all of that. But I did have a thought for a second when it happened. I was like, this is going to be such a horrible, stupid story if I die in a spam eating contest.
Yeah. we had a couple of contests there. Like they had these sandwiches. They were chicken speedy sandwiches, which were made from.
Oh, I remember those. Yeah.
Breast. That was one where I thought maybe someone could possibly choke at too, because they were, you know, the chunks of chicken.
Yeah.
It's actually feeling pretty good now. It like almost feels good.
Yeah, yeah. Now I just kind of have like the spice high that you get afterwards.
It almost feels like the dentist gave you Novocaine. I don't know. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, a little bit numb. Yeah. Well, while you guys have him, does anybody in the chat have questions for Geoff? Like I said, you have free access, and he is the #2 eater in Major League Eating. Kind of cool. And also, like, honestly, like one of the most humble, nicest people. I always love seeing you at contests, Geoff. You're just a good, solid dude.
I don't think we've had any contests up by you, have we?
No, not since I started. They had a qualifier in Portland like years ago, but I guess the audience didn't really like it. I'm not sure people in the Pacific Northwest are like a fan of competitive eating.
Oh yeah, that could be a big problem. Yeah.
Late for work is asking, Geoff, how long did you practice the corn dogs?
I did one practice run.
Okay.
So I went and bought the I forget what they called, like the Carnival brand at the supermarket. Corn dogs. They were much smaller than the ones at the contest, but I just wanted to get used to. They had a lot of rules I had to follow. I had to sit in a chair. I could only eat with one hand. I had to finish one corn dog before I went on to the next.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to practice popping the corn dog off the stick with one hand. You know, just like flop it like that.
Yeah.
That's mostly why I wanted to get them in practice to push them off. When I was doing the run, actually, I pushed one off and I bit it, and just the corn part came off and left the hot dog behind. And I was like, oh, what am I going to do with this? So I like threw it, and I was like, I hope they don't disqualify for me for that, you know, because I didn't eat it. But he said no, eat it, and it didn't count, and it was fine.
Did they allow drinks, or was it?
Yeah,
was it
dry? I could only touch food with this hand. So if I would have touched the food with this hand, I would have been disqualified.
Oh, okay.
So they were they talked to me for like 15 minutes about all the rules and stuff beforehand.
Yeah, Guinness is really strict. Out of curiosity, did Major League Eating coordinate that, or did you have to pay for the adjudicators to be there, or did the restaurant?
No, they did everything.
Nice.
They said be here at this time, and
nice.
And then there was afterwards too with the Nick, Mickey, and Michelle.
I saw that. I saw Mickey won with 21.
Yeah, I think she beat Nick by like half of one.
Yeah. He was a little irritated about that, but good on her. They're always neck and neck.
Yeah.
Miguel is asking, what got you into speed eating?
I kind of started out the same way as everybody else. I started off like those restaurant food challenges, and then I did a couple like local, I think it was a taco eating contest at like a local bar, and Joe Manchetti was there. I don't know if you know Joe Manchetti. He was like and I ended up tying him, and we ended up splitting the prize. So I was like, man, he's a professional, and I'm like only a man, like that's my first contest ever, and I was able to tie him. Maybe I should try it. So I went and tried the Friconi, and I actually didn't make it my first qualifier. I went up against Tim Janis, and he beat me a couple hot dogs. So I had to go to another qualifier that year and qualify.
How many did you do at your first qualifier?
I think at my first qualifier I did 30, and then at my second qualifier I did 30, and then at Coney that year I did 30. Like it was just all exactly the same.
Pretty consistent.
Yeah.
Nice. I saw some more questions for you. Funky Uncle is asking, Geoff, what was the worst challenge you ever did?
Like restaurant challenge? Or I guess he means restaurant challenge. I haven't really done a lot of restaurant challenge. You'd be surprised. Like someone that does like those restaurant challenge videos on YouTube, they like even like a newbie's probably done more restaurant challenges than me. I don't even think I've done I don't even think I've done 40 like restaurant challenges, and this
Yeah.
guy's out there hundreds of them. I don't know. I haven't really had a bad one because I'm pretty picky about the ones that I'll do. So I did do that big one up in that Vermont called the Edible Hulk sandwich there. That was like one of the very first videos. That guy was kind of a jerk. He made that was a difficult challenge. So that was probably the roughest one I've done. I ate solid for an hour.
Wow. How'd you feel after that?
Oh man, they were when I was leaving, you could see all their faces were plastered on the window because they thought I was gonna like go outside and throw up. So
Yep.
I just got in my car and left, and I was going. I remember going down the highway. I had my like this trying to drive. Yeah, it was a rough ride home, but and it was all deli meat too, so it was all stuff. So yeah, I made it. It wasn't worth it. I think the prize was $100. It was like that was dumb. I just wanted to prove to the guy that it could be done.
I mean, I guess if all things considered, if the food's free, like $100 in an hour, that's pretty decent.
Yeah, I mean, for that size challenge, I mean, the Southside 6 is $600, and it's not quite as big as that. So like the really big challenges, they should have at least 250, I think, for the really big challenges. Yeah, I don't like doing like a lot. Well, I say like a smaller challenge, but like for me, like a 5-pound restaurant challenge, it's not really a challenge for me. I know I'm going to do it. I just go there and do it. So I try not to do those because I feel bad for the restaurant. I don't think they put them out there for people like me.
No, those are for people like me.
Yeah. But then you get like they'll go and do 2 or 3 of those a day, and I'm like, you're really not supposed to be doing that. So I try not to do it.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Late for work is asking about the Guinness record. Is that the only Guinness record you have?
Yeah, because it's actually pretty hard to get a Guinness record. You have to have an official judge there. They have to film. It's got it. The guy, he took the corn dogs and he weighed everything. He took a tape measure out. He took a video of him measuring this stuff. It's all very like you just can't do it in your kitchen and send a video in and do stuff. It's very so. And then if you have that guy come in, if you want to set a Guinness record, you have to pay that guy to come.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to set a Guinness record.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. The people that I know that have them are either fortunate like you where somebody else coordinated it, or they have a lot of money to be able to pay those adjudicators to come out.
I think Michelle's actually done a couple, 2 or 3 of them, I think.
Yeah, I know the most famous one is the mayonnaise one. That went
Yeah.
viral. And she did pasta too.
I think those are official though, those.
Yeah.
There. Yeah.
They were. Trying to see. There's a lot of comments.
Maybe we'll get a corn dog out of that next year. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool. I wish they would bring back. They used to have green chili stew in New Mexico. Although I heard that the stew was bad, but I love green chili stew, so that would be a fun contest for me.
Yeah, I think Gideon won it.
Yes, I think so. Yep.
Well, the Sloppers have that green chili sauce on it.
They do. I really want to do that, but it's always so close to tamales. And I like to go to tamales, like one, because Jocelyn lives out there, so I get to see my friend. But also it's always right after my birthday. So I can like convince my family that it's a birthday trip.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if we've got more questions. David says, I love New Mexico green chilies.
They were roasting them in that big thing out in front.
Oh yeah, the big drums. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Charlie is asking, what is your favorite / least favorite challenger competitions? So you already talked about restaurants, but as far as like proper competitions, Geoff, what's your favorite?
I like the pizza contests because I just like pizza.
You're really good at pizza.
Yeah, I just like it, and so least favorite Well, I won't do oysters, so that's or corn. I just won't do it. So those got to be the least favorite. I would never do like brain tacos or anything like that either.
Do you not like corn on the cob, or just not a fun challenge for you?
I think I'd probably break my teeth or something on that. It's just the it's so violent, you know.
I've done it twice now and I cannot do the rake, so I just have to eat it like typewriter style, and I'm so much of a perfectionist that I'm worried about debris, and so I'm just not fast.
Yeah, the adjudication of that contest too is kind of sketchy with all the debris and stuff.
A little
If
bit.
bowls of corn, I would do it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would be good. What's your least favorite competition?
The one that I do least favorite.
Pepperoni
That
rolls?
no, I don't mind pepperoni rolls. It's got to be the shrimp cocktail. It's
Oh,
awful.
really?
It is so bad. I don't like shrimp cocktail. I hate it. So to eat like 15 pounds of it is just torture.
I keep hoping they bring that back because that looks fun. Like, one, I like shrimp cocktail, but
Well,
also it looks like it's well done. Like they have the jerseys and everything.
yeah, no, it's a very good contest, and it must cost a fortune to run that to have all that shrimp cocktail made up, because
Oh, yeah.
it's the shrimp are big, like they're it's really good. It's just that sauce, man. Oh my god, I just don't like the taste of it. I bought a bunch of it online just so I could like flavor. So you know what I do for that contest? Like half an hour leading up to that contest, I suck on those miracle berries just to make it good, you
I
know.
I tried that one time before hot dogs, thinking it might help. Did not help.
It wouldn't help with hot dogs. You have to have like something that has like a
It has to be sour.
yeah, like anything like if you can suck on those and you can drink like pure lemon juice and it tastes like the sweetest lemonade you've ever had.
Yeah, yeah.
So with the cocktail sauce, it helps a little bit. It wears off pretty quick though too. So just a little
Yeah.
something. Yeah, because I hate that sauce. It makes the back of your head. It's a different type of burn than this stuff because it's horseradish.
Yeah, no, it gets up in your nasal cavity.
Get your nasal cavity and then the back of your head, like it just burns.
Yeah, definitely. But I think it would be fun. We're getting a question. Have you met any big time speed eaters like Beard? Well, one, I would say Geoff is a bigger time speed eater than Beard, but yeah, we've both been at Nathan's with him.
I've met everybody except for maybe Kobayashi.
I got to meet Kobayashi right after I got into competitive eating. He came to do like just like a weird tour where he was on like the local Seattle news.
Uh-huh.
And one of my coworkers that used to work for that news channel was like, "Hey, do you want to eat with Kobayashi?" And I was like, of course. Anyway, I got ousted and they had some like local athlete eat with him, but I got to talk to him. It was awesome. He's a very sweet man.
I would love to go to Japan and do that contest that Darren and Mickey got to do. It's like a long form competitive eating.
Hmm.
I'd love to do that.
That would be cool. They just opened up Japan, I think this month that tourists can go back now.
Just in time for them to start shooting missiles over it.
um, let's see.
Oh, you were supposed to go to Japan, weren't you?
Yeah, we were supposed to go on a family vacation to Japan like right before the pandemic hit, and we had to cancel it. So we ended up going to Cabo instead because Mexico didn't care. Anyway, I still want to go to Japan. Okay, who's your favorite competitor, Geoff?
Um, well, actually, I always wanted to compete against Pat Bertoletti, Pat Bertoletti, and
Hmm.
I got the chance this year. He came back. I was so surprised. I thought it was like a big joke that he was going to show up at Donut Holes there, and he actually showed up. It was pretty fun. It was pretty. He gave me a good run. He did really good at that. I was scared. We started out. I think at the end of the first minute, he was ahead of me, and I was like, I can't believe it. Like I just started like going as fast as I could, and eventually I caught up to him and passed him. I was like, oh my god, this was like the roughest contest ever.
Do you think Pat's just like naturally talented? Because I can't picture him training. I don't know why.
How he trains. He trains his capacity.
Yeah.
He used to do it more than he does now, obviously, But yes, he definitely changed his capacity. He used to practice with food. I know he bought some donut holes and practiced for donut holes. He practices. But he definitely does have a lot of natural ability.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you ever see that video where he takes the crystal burger and just swallows it in one gulp.
Yes. Yeah.
That takes. I mean, you have to have the ability to do something like that.
I don't know how people do things like that. That is not me. That's why I'm the world's okayest competitive eater. Katie, what's one competition that you would want to do that you couldn't? So we talked about shrimp. I'd like to do that. I would love to do poutine. I would do terribly in that because that's just like sheer capacity, but it sounds delicious.
I think they'll ever have. I don't think they'll have poutine. Maybe next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they just opened up Canada, I think, just now, and it takes months. He said it takes months to get that contest together.
Yeah, that's rough. And I would like to do sloppers. I think that would be fun. I agree with Geoff. I think the way that they judge corn is ridiculous, but I'm going to keep doing that one. One, because my dad has a condo down there, so I can visit him, and two, that's the only contest I don't feel sick afterwards. So.
Oh, you should have did kale. Nobody felt sick after kale either.
Yeah. No, that one looked good. Gideon won that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Well, I think I have to go eat dinner, but it looks like we both survived. Geoff, you're a champ. That looked like it didn't even hurt you.
No, it did.
It did it? Did it?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. So at your peak, what would you say your heat level was?
I think maybe I could. I don't know if I could if it could actually even feel any hotter. It's just like maybe if it had more surface area in my mouth that was burning, that would have been worse. Like I didn't have like my entire mouth wasn't burning. You know what I mean?
Right.
And maybe if it came out, my lips were burning. I don't know. Because I don't have anything to compare it to. So like you mean on a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah. So that's typically how we rate things. So 10 would be like you want to die.
So maybe that was like it's probably like a 7.
Okay. That's
Is that
decent.
right?
Yeah. I think that's about right. I'd say it's like a 6.5 for me. So yeah. All right. Well, any last parting words for our viewers?
No, we'll do it again. We'll have to figure out some chocolate to order and we'll do it again.
Definitely. I would definitely do some chocolate with you. Let me know. All right. Well, have a
Right.
great evening, Geoff. Thank you so
All right.
much.
Having me.
Bye.